So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whatever time of the day it is for you. For me, it's about 9 o'clock in the morning. I've been awake since about 4:30 this morning, which is really bizarre considering it's a Wednesday and it's my day off, and I'm awake that early. And I thought, whilst we've still got good light outside, as you could probably tell by the window overexposing the shot, I would make this video. And as you tell by the title, it's the Edit Station Challenge, which I know a couple of people have already done. I know Hippo Drones did his, Anthony Robinson. I say it Robinson, but I think it's Robinson because he's American. Has done one, and I'm not sure who else has done one. Big Pezza did one as well, actually. So I thought nobody got to me. We're going into the cooler months, so I thought I'd try and kick it off again, and that way we can still get a couple of videos out in the colder months where some people don't go out on the bike. Obviously I do, as you probably can tell by some of the state of the bike sometimes, but yeah, so that's all this video is. And what I'll do is I'll jump to my phone, and then so I can get up and walk around, and then I'll come up with 3 people to tag to do their challenge, and hopefully we can find out a bit more about what people edit with. So let's switch over. So here's the station itself, which as you could probably tell from sort of the drawers and that, this is a bedroom. So of course I'm a bit limited with space, but this is ultimately I think as big as I'd ever need to go. So I'll start off with the computer, which is just a Core i5 6500 with an RX 480 8GB and 8 gigs of RAM. There is a 120 gig SSD in there for Windows and all them programs, and then I have a 1TB Western Digital hard drive as well. Now I've never had a problem with Western Digital. I've had a few people to have a problem, but I don't know, just Western Digital sort of earned my trust. And I know someone that's had a laptop with a Seagate drive and then that totally failed. Of course, all my editing and everything is done off this portable hard drive. Now I do have another, this is a 1TB drive, but I do have my old 500 gig drive, which I thought was going bad at one point, which is why I brought this. But it turns out it was just USB port on the computer I was using at the time. So I now use the 1TB drive for everything, and then I just back it up to the other drive. Just a little USB card reader, has micro SD on this side at the top here, and a full-size SD on there, which is great because I can use it to get the video off the drift and the pictures off my DSLR, which is in that bottom drawer. Which, mentioning this bottom drawer, you'll see there's the Nikon, the SJ cam, and all my spares and bits for the drift. And then whilst we're here, top drawer is sort of everything to hand, even like microfiber cloths, Velcro straps, and all sorts of bits and pieces. And there's a GoPro mount, yeah, that I use for the SJ cam, so you can clip it to your backpack strap. And then the last visor that Spicy gave away that I won, which I've yet to do something with. I just sort of leave it there. Drift battery charger, and then obviously lamp. I use 2 monitors. These are 21.5 inch monitors. I have thought about going for the 1 ultra wide, but I just can't see the point. Really, I can't justify the price. I've already got these. So yeah, I've just sort of kept hold with that, and I don't edit across both. I just edit on this right one, which as you can tell by the keyboard, I sit predominantly to the right, and I just have other things open on the left, normally other YouTube videos if I'm not editing, or I have Spotify, or if I'm talking to someone, I'll have Facebook or wherever I'm talking to them on. Obviously, mouse choice is the MX Master, just because if you look, I don't have excessively big hands, but that's a lot comfier than other mouses I've used. It's a cheap, I believe it's from a company called Giza. Just a USB mechanical keyboard, and it's the blue switches, so it's really loud, but really nice to type on. If you're using one of the old like membrane, which is what like most computers come with, go mechanical. You'll never regret it. Just a charging cable. That's just run to the extension lead, which is just down there. So if I'm sat at the desk, I can plug the S8 in. And then the fast charger for the Samsung. Just a phone that's reviewing. Knee supports. A check, which I should probably go and cash that in. But it's not really a great deal. It's only a penny. But I probably should go and cash that in. And then, of course, the C920 is just up there, which is what I recorded the intro in. Is what I will record the outro on as well. Headphones, I just use a set of £20 ones from Superlux, I think the company is. And yeah, I just like these because they're over ears and they're really comfortable. And according to an audio guy that I know that classifies himself as an audiophile, they're really good sound. I'm not an audiophile, so I couldn't say. And then obviously they don't have a microphone, so I just use this one, the mod mic, which just clips on. Obviously, because this is, or was when I got it, built as a gaming PC, just because I haven't done much of that lately. And it's just been more editing as well. And then, if you remember in earlier videos, in earlier vlogs I mentioned about steering wheel and pedals, that's sort of in that box there. And now, of course, the cable for the headphones and microphone, just sort of in this little purple braided sleeving, just to tidy it up a bit. Of course, having an orange chair, which is just it was about 50 quid off Amazon, and an orange case. I probably should have got an orange sleeving, but oh well. And then my wallet, again, right to the wall. Don't need to explain it, I don't think. I think I've mentioned it enough. I don't drink a lot of coffee, although I have started drinking it all of a sudden. Still warm. So I've just been using this mug, just a generic red one. And then sometimes I don't want to use a headphone, so I just have a Bluetooth speaker and a aux cord, which you can probably just see the outline of there. And I just literally unplug the headphones because it's just on a little extension look. And I just plug the speaker in and then just leave the headphones on the desk. It kind of makes life a lot easier. So that's it for the desk. I mean, obviously next to it, you got what I call the crap corner. Well, not really, it's got the helmet and stuff on. And I know I've got some biscuits there that I've yet to eat. But yeah, so that's it really. I mean, I do keep a few things behind. Obviously box of tissues, Gorilla Glue, best glue you can get. That is a waterproof poncho that I got from Ride to the Wall. I actually put one on that Ride to the Wall. I don't think there's a photo of me. But it helped me dry out. And this is actually what I use most of the time for the drift stuff, because I just carry the charger and a couple of batteries, mini USB cable to charge the drift if I'm out and I've not got enough charge, and a micro USB to USB-C so I can charge my phone, and the Scalaride as well. As you can tell, I don't really clean up that often. It's sort of tidier than Hippodromes, but yeah, I try and keep it sort of pleasant to be at. But no, of course, that's it really. I mean, obviously bedroom, I keep balaclavas. Always good to have 2 balaclavas. My gloves, my trousers I just fold up and put on the floor. My jacket I hang up in the kitchen. Boots, again, just boots. The Krieger R25, which I always use. And then just bin, dirty washing. Because of course, again, bed, because it's a bedroom. So nominations time. Originally people were selecting 3 people to do it, so I'm going to go with that 3. So we will select, if I have the right thing open. First of all, Adventures with Woody. I've only recently started watching Adventures with Woody, but as you can sort of tell, his videos are they're quite long, really, like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 27 minutes. So they are quite longish videos, but they're really good to watch. I don't know how he does it, but I can happily sit and watch a half an hour video from Adventures with Woody. And so yeah, I'd like to see how he edits, because I've only recently been watching, but I don't see anything that would. So that I've seen obviously he's shown his garage a few times. So yeah, I'd like to see Adventures with Woody. I'm gonna say, if you look, he's actually been making a video virtually every day. There's been a video up for this past week. So yeah, so Adventures with Woody is my first choice. My second choice is Hepcat Harley, and I'd like to see his, because I've met Hepcat Harley, and he's quite a character, really, and it does portray in his videos. So it'd be interesting to see what he's using and how he edits away. And then last, by no means least, is good old Skeggy Cruiser. Again, I've seen Skeggy. I've never actually had a conversation with him. I was supposed to go to his Sunny Honey run this year, but I had things crack off, so of course I didn't go. So yeah, Skeggy, I'd like to see how you edit, because of course it's one thing to see everyone on all these bikes, but it's interesting to see how they edit and what they edit with. So I'll leave it there, really. As I said, the Mod 1 video I have recorded twice. The first time it was a bit dud, and the second time I've not looked at it, so that's upcoming. I have got the Krieger R25 to do. I've had that for well over 6 months now. I think I've had it probably knocking on 7, 8. And the quad lock mount I've done as well before, but again it got destroyed by the wind, which is obviously we're changing into the colder weather and the wind's picking up. So I might have to look at redoing the microphone in the helmet. But no, I've got plenty of videos lined up, and I could probably think of a few more I could do sort of inside where it's nice and warm. But yeah, that's it for now. So I'll see you in the next one. Ride safe.